Woo! I can't even lay down, bro. I was getting ready to lay it down, take a nap before the games kick off, and man, did this thing hit like a bomb. Uh, my source hit me up, told me he's gonna call me, and said, "Hey, LeBron talking retirement." And I was like, "What?" Hit the like button, y'all. Jeez, I'm not even scheduled to go live right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even for me to go live. So I'm just like shocked. Like, I mean, hit the like button, y'all. We finna go through it. Bro, if somebody don't troll, they ain't gonna troll like this. Come on now. Seriously. Somebody gonna troll, you don't troll like this. Now, first of all, like I said, I was about to just lay it down, call it a night, say thank you to everybody who was doing their thing, lay down, go to bed, get my couple hours in before I had to get into the NBA season, NFL season, rather. But then I get hit with this bombshell, and boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, this was like a revelation. Not only did everything magnify by 1,000%, it got magnified by 8 million. Let me see if I could do this here. I don't want to give up my source's email, but let me see if I can pull this up. Bam. Okay. There we go. Without giving up his email. Hey, Zeno. Our friend, when he says our friend, that means LeBron, told Rob Pelinka that he would, and I repeat, effing retired if they missed the playoffs. Call you in 20. That was, how long ago was that? 6:36, 1 hour ago. So 6:36 a.m. Central Time. He said, I could never unsee. They thought you was Felix Trinidad. Yeah, I know. That was crazy. That was really crazy. Bye bye, LeBron. So of course I called him, right? Because he said call him and he gonna call me in 20. So I called him. I ain't no way in hell I'm waiting on you to call me in 20 minutes. You leave me something like that, call you in 20? No, I'm calling you. So I hit him up immediately. The hell are you talking about? Our friend told Rob Pelinka that he would effing retire if they missed the playoffs. So when I got on the call was much, much more detailed. Here's what transpired. There was a lot of screaming and yelling. First, it was no talk at all with the Lakers and the players to each other, like guys speaking to each other at all. Like LeBron didn't speak to nobody. He didn't talk to AD. He had on his headphones or whatever, earbuds. Didn't talk to anybody on the plane. Then, yesterday, guys rested, had a couple words. Some people came in for some quick, just shoot around. It went up. Rob Pelinka spoke to LeBron, trying to keep his mind right. LeBron was complaining about the schedule and was going off cussing. I guess he was drunk. My assumption is that he was drunk. But LeBron went on a cussing spree, just cursing about the league and how effed up it is, and people don't know what they doing. LeBron going off on the league, saying they don't know what they're doing. They effing it all up. Yeah. You want to talk about blown my mind blown? I'm like, right. He's the one that messed it up. But LeBron is saying, no, they messed the league up. I don't like the way the league is. He don't like the way the league is. They're messing it up. He was like, we've been on the road for 2 weeks. What kind of bull is that? We've been on the road for 2 weeks. Yeah. He said, we've been on the road for 2 weeks. He said we had one BS home game. So we come home for one game in 2 weeks. And we've been on the road. Who made this bullshit schedule? And this is blah, 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 blah. Oh, he's going off. And now he's like, how the F you going to talk about reducing my minutes if I don't play? And he said, if I don't play the effing minutes I play, we wouldn't even be in the effing game. We'll lose by 100. Austin's out. Everybody's out. We shorthanded as it is, and you talking about reducing my minutes. Shit, I do want my minutes reduced. He was like, I'll sit back if you got somebody else who can go out there and score 30. Do we got anybody else that can come in there and do what I do? I can sit down. He was like, we missed the playoffs. I'll effing retire. We're not going to miss the playoffs. That's what he's saying. We're not going to miss the playoffs. I'll effing retire. We're not going to miss the playoffs. If we're healthy, we're not going to miss the playoffs. So, yeah, he's really pissed off. But I don't know. I got to look at the Lakers schedule. Let me pull up the Lakers schedule because I want to hear what he's talking about. So that's why he said he was going off on Rob Pelinka and cursing and all that stuff. I didn't know what was going on. So I don't really focus on the Lakers schedule and stuff like that and how many home games they played. Let me see. Lakers schedule. They play the Blazers tonight. Okay, can we see the whole schedule? Okay, there it is. Let me share it with y'all so we can see this together. Okay. All right, they played at Atlanta. All right, they played against Miami in Miami. They played the Timberwolves. They played the Jazz, which they really got a gift there. And then they played. No, they came at home for the Thunder. The NBA Cup game was in LA. So they came home for that game. Then they was on the road for the Spurs game, then the Suns game, Cup game. They was on the road. We was on the road for Denver, on the road for the Lakers. The Magic. Okay. No, they were at home. No, that's the road, right? No, they was at home, these two. So, okay. these two on the road. The Thunder, the Lakers was at home. Okay, so they played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6 games they played on the road. 6 out of their last 7 games have been on the road. Yeah, let me see. Yep, that's how it is. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, yep, 6 of their last 7 games has been on the road. So I guess that's what he meant. So for 2 weeks, they've been on the road. I mean, hey, if they like it, I love it. If they like it, I love it. Hey, Papa and son, how would my buddy have this information that LeBron said to retire if the team missed the playoffs and all this? Believe me, he's somebody that would know. He's somebody that would know firsthand what would go down. Not only does he know, he knows who's playing in games and who's not going to play. Yeah. Because he knows the actual reports. Well, when people make an announcement, right, or they have these type of discussions, there's a lot of discussions that's going on. JJ Redick and LeBron didn't speak to each other. They haven't really been cool throughout this entire road trip. There hasn't been a lot of communication between the two. So LeBron's already like gearing up to be frustrated with him at this point, right? Bam. There you go. That's the Lakers status report. Okay. That's their status report. Now, is it weird to you that everybody seemed to have a left foot injury? We got left knee, Christian Wood. He had surgery on his left knee. We got Austin Reeves out with his left pelvic contusion. So he got some pelvic thrust. He's out. Vanderbilt been out from right foot surgery. Lebron and Bronny both got left heel contusions and left heel soreness. Anthony Davis got a left plantar fasciitis. He's probable. LeBron James Jr., who's missed 9 straight games, has been elevated to questionable. Well, I hope they don't make the playoffs every year. Fake injuries. Exactly. Except for Christian Wood, he had surgery, and Vanderbilt had surgery on his right foot. And he's still out. Well, Alan, here's the situation. They have to lower his shooting percentage. LeBron James is the problem. Let me show you. For all y'all who believe LeBron James is the greatest basketball player to ever play, I want to talk to y'all right quick. All right. Y'all keep basing it off stats and statistics and all of these things, right? Let me show you something about the greatest players of all time. If you look at the top 5 players, all of the top 5 players that you name, those people are also on the top in defense. All except for one that you guys would name. And you put him at the top, and that's LeBron James. Now ask yourself, why the hell would you say a guy who's not a great defender is the greatest player to ever play the game? Does not make sense, does it? Let me introduce you to Kobe Bryant's defensive rating. It's 105.5 for his career. He played 20 years. Okay? He came out of high school. He played 20 years. LeBron's playing longer than him. So he's played 20 years. And in his worst, in his last year when he was all injured, he was a 112 at the highest for his career. That's the defensive rating for Kobe Bryant. Now, let's try to look at Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan had a defensive rating of 102 for his career. In his last years, the lowest he ever got, the worst he ever had was a 104. These is the 2 Washington years, 102.9 and 104. Hell, 102.9 is great to be a 40-year-old man. 40-year-old man, right? Now, let's see LeBron James. Oh my God. LeBron James has the highest defensive rating in the season, in this season, with 117. Oh my God. That's awful. 117.7. That's just awful. That is awful. That is completely awful. Let's take a look at this. Last year, he was 114 in defense. The year before that, 113. The year before that, 111. The year before that, 109. The year before that, 108, 107, 106. He's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. Now, Jordan was 102. The only time he got close to Jordan was in 2015, 2016. The only time he had a real good, strong defensive 2 years was the MVP season he had in Cleveland in 08, 09, and 11 and 12. He was at 97. His best defensive years was those 2 years. Other than that, this dude's been swimming in mediocrity. In 22 years, he's been trash. Now, how many years he's played for the Los Angeles Lakers? This is what, year 7? Right? He's been with the Lakers about 7 years now. Look at the top 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, all Laker years. Look at this. After those 4, it was 2 years in Cleveland, 16 and 17. Like the 2016, 2017 year, they went to the finals and lost. And the year right here, they went back to back after they won the championship. Them 2 years, he was awful. Then You have the other two at 7 and 8 defensively in 2018, 2019. So look at it. All three, they all in the top 10. In his top 10 worst defensive years, all his Laker years are in the top 10. So only 3 teams, 3 seasons in Miami, the 13-14 season, the 2 years in Cleveland before he was up, and all the rest are Laker seasons. You think that's a coinky-dink? No, it's time to go. That means it is time to go. There is no way. This ain't Carcino hating on the man. This is me just telling you what it is. The gig is up. You have milked this game for what it's worth. You're not getting any better. You're slowing the team down. You don't play any defense. It's a 5-on-4. You make it difficult for teams to play with you on the court, with you managing 35 minutes plus a game. You have been averaging 35 minutes for the last 3 years per game. And your points per game is going down. Now, it's only been 23 games so far. And your points is at 23 points. Last year, you averaged 25. You were 28. Then you were 30. Then you were 27. Dude, it's like, what are you doing? 37 minutes. These minutes are crazy. And right now, out of all the players in the NBA, LeBron James has the highest defensive rating in a season so far, which means he's the worst defender on the floor. So how could he pass? So I want the LeBron James fans to understand this. How could this man pass Michael Jordan? How could he pass Kobe Bryant when he ain't even better than the players he's playing against now? He ain't better than Kawhi Leonard. He's not better than Kevin Durant. He's not better than Luka Doncic.
Top 50 in your opinion?
No, he's not.
100.
Not even top 100. I could not put him over anybody. You can name a whole 1990s rosters. He's Sean Kemp. That is exactly who LeBron is. He's Sean Kemp. And he never had a post game. He never even took time to learn that. So they removed the post guy out. There's no more power forwards. No more. What happened to the power forwards? Well, LeBron don't have a post game, so we don't need him anymore. In LeBron's entire career, he's never guarded the best players on the court. Never. Not even early in his career. He would always guard the weakest player in the league. When they played in the finals against Dallas, he's guarding Jason Kidd, who's 40. I'm like, you've just been getting by with your athleticism. They start to change the rules for you because you can't get by anybody anymore. All you do is offensive foul people now and take 5 steps to the basket. You can't play off the ball. That means you can't play basketball. Whatever the play is, he blows it up immediately. He gets the ball and runs out to the half court line, gets a running start, and comes back in. I'm like, why is he leaving the paint? Everything they taught you about basketball goes out the window when you playing him. Don't lower the shoulder. That's exactly what he gonna do. He gonna lower his shoulder. He be almost halfway over driving Steph Curry into the ground. He play a 4-out. That's the only play he runs on offense, a 4-out. Or he'll call a high pick and roll. Guy come over and get a pick so he can get a little point guard on him. Okay, that's good. I can get by him. And he's like, I'm the GOAT now. I think I'm up there with Jordan. I'm be like, where? In what? Checkers? Chess? Video game? Madden? NBA 2K? What? Definitely not basketball.
If he played in the 80s and 90s, LeBron James would be a CBA player. He's nobody but Sean King. Let's go through the facts. Footwork. He has no footwork. His footwork is terrible. Can't dribble. He lowers his shoulders and run over people. That's an offensive foul. It's just unsolved. Jump shot is terrible. Can't shoot threes. Free throws. Can't shoot free throws. He don't play no damn defense. So can somebody please explain this story to me? How the hell would he be on the number 1 list? How would he be on the number 1 list? Can someone explain that to me? How would he be on the number 1 list? He wouldn't. And we just looking at the stats right now that y'all like to go by. Y'all say stats tell the game. These are stats. Talk to me. Where was he this great defensive player? He never was. He never was a great defensive player. He never had a great skill set, which we call a bag. And now that he's old, he don't have a bag to fall back on. That is exactly correct. LeBron James is a manufactured career. His career has been manufactured and handled and guided. I did this? No, not really. Okay, there we go. I'm like, where did my mail go? Call you in 20. I didn't wait for him to call me in 20. I called him. Well, that's our code word. When he says our friend, I already know our friend. Like we always do, like the Sopranos. You know, in the Sopranos, how the Italian mobsters talk. Yeah, our friend in Jersey. I call him the bum from Akron. Yeah, the bum from Akron. And he says our friend. You know, our friend. So we that's how we communicate. So in case you don't understand the language. Right, he's a friend of a friend. So I've always called him that bum from Akron. So if you hear me say, yeah, and that bum from Akron, they know exactly what I'm talking about. Like y'all all know that, so that's no secret. So when I say, yeah, that bum from Akron, oh, that was from LeBron. He used to call himself the kid from Akron. And I was like, the bum from Akron. So that's how that came. Exactly. Very sloppy basketball player. Oh, yeah. Horrible with the ball. Mm. Oh, yeah. Horrible with the ball. Reckless. Mm-hmm. Exactly. I mean, when you're a bum, this is what you expect, right? Look at this. LeBron James has the most career turnovers, right? 5,305. The closest guy to him is Russell Westbrook. LeBron almost got 1,000 more, and he's played 400 more games. Russ has played 1,183. LeBron has played 1,515. Karl Malone played 1,476. And he's got 4,524. Then you got Stock, 4,244. Right? Then you got James Harden played only 1,000 games. James Harden got 4,000. Kobe's got 4,000. He played 1,346. Jason Kidd played 1,391 games, got 4,000. Moses Malone, 3,804. Isaiah, 979. That's how many games he's actually played. Isaiah Thomas never played 1,000 games. Let that sink in about the times. 3,682. 1,238 for Akeem. Pat. Paul Pierce. Look how many games. Magic only played 906. Let that sink in. As I told you, Magic Johnson only played about 11 years of basketball, really. He only played 906. KD, Tim Duncan. Look at this. And out of all these people, the turnover machine is that bum from Akron. Look at that. And he's doing the same thing this year. So it isn't just this. This man turns over the ball. So his assist to turnover ratio is horrible. So there it is. Y'all love the stats, right? Why don't y'all talk about these stats? Instead of making up these ESPN records. LeBron James scored the most points on a Friday night. The most points on a Tuesday. LeBron James continuing his streak of scoring 10 points a game, averaging 10 points a game. For this streak has been going for a very long time. That's remarkable to average 10 points. Since when has that been a record? I've never seen them bring that up when Michael Jordan was playing. I'm quite sure they never brought that up when Kareem and when Wilt Chamberlain was playing. When did this become a record? Yeah, I know. We reaching. So in case you guys got here late and didn't understand what was going on here, this morning, now probably about 2 hours ago. Let me see. What time is it? That was an hour ago. I didn't refresh anything. So, yeah, still saying an hour. But at 6:36 a.m., Central Time, I got an email. I'm about to lay it down, get some rest for the games. You know, the football game's about to kick off. And then I get this message saying, hey, Sino, our friend told Rob Pelinka that, and I repeat, effing retired if they miss the playoffs. Call you in 20. And LeBron and Rob Pelinka had a very heated conversation. LeBron was cursing, and it was pretty loud. You know, he was very adamant about the position of the team as they would discuss, you know, him playing a lot of minutes and maybe he need to rest or, you know, actually take a game off to rest. Bron is like, shh, he can't afford to do that. As he went into cursing about the league, he hates the way the league is right now. They effed it all up. They're effing it up. He doesn't like the NBA Cup. He thinks it's stupid. LeBron thinks the NBA Cup is stupid. Yeah, let that sink in. So he thinks the cup is stupid. Yeah, no, he thinks that the NBA Cup is stupid and that the league is messing up the whole thing with the scheduling and everything. He thinks that's why teams are so wiped out because this cup is interfering with the travel schedule and they've been on the road for about 2 weeks. We had one stupid home game we had to come back home for. Then we had to go right back on the road for 4 more games. So, you know, he is aggravated, very frustrated. And all Rob Pelinka said, oh, I know. So yeah, he doesn't like the in-season tournament, according to them. He's not agreeing. He thinks they're effing everything up. And he's mad. So he ensured Rod that they would make the playoffs, basically. But he was like, I can't afford to sit down because Austin Reeves is out. And who else is going to put up? If you find someone on the bench that could put up what I could put up in the game, I will sit the hell down. I will rest. I can't afford to rest right now. I'll rest when we get some wins or get some momentum. But, you know, we shorthanded as it is. You know, he used a lot of curse words. But, oh, trust me, person I know knows. So when I tell you it definitely went down, it definitely went down. Yeah, this person ain't been wrong yet. Well, slightly. But overall, not been wrong yet. How do you think we knew they got Russ a month before they got Russ? 2 months before they got Russ. And for the players that we said 2 months before it happened. So yeah, he's very much on the ball. So LeBron doesn't like the play-in. He don't like the NBA Cup. He thinks this is an interference in the thing, but he was the main guy celebrating that giant ashtray. They was holding up that giant ashtray. He was proud as hell. He was, yeah, look at this ashtray. Once everybody looked at it like, man, I don't really care about that. Then he don't care about it. See how that worked? Now he don't care. Oh well, I ain't really care about it. But it looked like you was happy as hell. You was smiling, man. I wasn't really smiling. You sure? Because it looked like you was all cheesing in there, man. I'm just doing it to be doing it, man. You know me. I don't even care. He's one of those type. He need everybody to like it for him to love it. But no, he told him, he was like, man, if we miss the playoff, I'll retire. I'll step down if we miss the playoff. Shoot, if we healthy, we shouldn't miss no playoff. Well, that's what they said. Yeah, well, when you start looking at situations through your lens, then you can make your own assessments. I made the same sentence as Jordan. Like I'm saying, he's not in the same sentence with people that's playing today. I wouldn't put him over Luka Doncic. I wouldn't put him over Kyrie Irving. Hell no. These players, I wouldn't put him over Jamal Murray. I would take Jamal Murray over LeBron any day of the week. I would take Joker over him. I'm like, these people got skills. I'm a skill guy. You know what I'm saying? You got to have basketball talent. You can't just have athleticism. You know, I need somebody who's skilled out here to play. They didn't came up with magnet balls and all this goofiness, everything to help him. And he's still complaining. So that lets you know right then and there. It is what it is. And they basically just sitting Bronny down and letting Bronny just run and practice with the team. But he's upgraded now to questionable. So now he's got an excuse for when he's playing bad. Nobody's believing his injury. Nobody's believing it. So you're not fooling anybody. You're not. Nobody's buying it. Look, that's the chart right there. Shoot, he gave me the status report on December the 6th. What was that? December the 5th. I had the status report on Bronny and that they upgraded him to questionable. He don't know before the list even come out. When Bron first popped his hip and tore his groin, when he heard a snap, a pop, and it was torn, I knew before anybody that he was out indefinitely. And they were saying day to day. I said, don't believe it. This guy already said they already did the MRI came back. He's out. They just telling that for people who got season tickets. They trying to hold off as long as they can. And then he still tried to come back early and couldn't play. Man, this whole thing is a wash. That's what I'm saying, bro. I was prepared for bed. Just when I think I'm out, they suck me right back in. So now I'm going to be right back looking at parlays for the NFL games today. Once again, looking for parlays. It's y'all fault. Mm-hmm. I mean, hey, if he's going to retire, it only makes sense, right? Bronny just had 16 points. In what? In what? Bronny just had 16 points. Bronny's missed like the last 9 games. What is you talking about? Bronny just had 16 points. I'm like, in what? In 2K? Dog, ain't nobody putting Bronny James in the game in 2K except for Bronny James. But not even his own daddy would put him in the game. His own daddy wouldn't put him in the damn game. He'd be, Dad, you playing with me? Oh, no, shoot, I'm trying to win. Oh, that's messed up, Dad. Quincy got a deal with Under Armour. He got a shoe deal with Under Armour now. So he getting paid by Under Armour. Steph Curry signed him. Now, you tell me how come Steph Curry can sign players under his brand, but LeBron James is supposedly the best player in the game, and he don't have no signature shoes under him. Who's a signature shoe? I don't even think Bronny's a signature with LeBron James shoe. Okay. Let's look at what's coming up for these Lakers. What's coming up? Because what's coming up seems to be what's going down. Now, everyone seemed to think the Portland game is just going to be a blowout game for the Lakers, X, Y, and Z, right? Yeah, no. They got guys that like to hoop and run on the Lakers, which is cool. That's what we like. So those guys going to get up and down the court. Now, when they run into a problem, what's going to happen? After that, they got to play the Timberwolves on the road. So they come home for one home game. And then they're back on the road. They got to go all the way to Minnesota. Then Sunday the 15th, they play Ja Morant and the Grizzlies as they come to LA. Then they got to play the Sacramento Kings in back-to-back games after a 4-day rest. And get this as a kicker, y'all. Both games are in Sacramento. That's a goofy schedule. Game. That's got to be an error. Well, maybe not. Who knows? The way they doing stuff, who knows? Now, after that, they have the Pistons playing the Lakers. Then they got the Lakers and the Warriors. Then you got the Kings and Lakers on the 28th. Then they got to play the Cavs because everybody was hurt on the Kings. Now they're getting back healthy. The Lakers might lose two of the 3 of those games. but they're going to have to go on a run. And I don't think this team is capable of a run because all these teams got size, they got youth, and the Lakers are going to be looking towards that trade deadline. And everybody's up for the grabs. Well, LeBron don't believe he's messed it up. He thinks that the front office and the people that's making the decisions have messed up the NBA. He doesn't like the way the NBA is right now. That's what he was telling Rob Pelinka. They screwed it up. He don't like the scheduling. He doesn't like the NBA Cup. He don't like any of this. He don't like the in-season tournament. Even though the in-season tournament is what's been saving him for years. He don't like it. So they won't miss the playoffs. Or he'll retire. And I damn sure hold him up to it. I'd be bummed. You said you was out. That's what you told Rob Pelinka. I'm not worried about South Bay Laker, Bronny. Is he doing good enough to make an appearance in the NBA? Yeah, they know what it is. They don't. Look, when you reach the pinnacle of what you do and that you're successful at it, others will frown upon everything that you do. They will take shots at you. They'll try to take you down with lies, rumors, whatever they can find. Nothing is guaranteed in this game. Trust me, nothing is guaranteed. They don't care. Now, everybody knows that LeBron James is past his prime, and they want to make this guy the next product to sell. But he ain't got the goods, and he's never going to have the goods. And it's unfortunate, but maybe he could have a career in the league. But, hey, life goes on. Now, what people don't need to do is start freaking out and start panicking. Life will move on without LeBron James. But you married your league to this player. And because you've married the league to the player, this is all the news everybody talks about is him. So if everybody's talking about him only, what chance is that anybody else has to make an impact? What chance? I mean, there's teams balling. The Cleveland Cavaliers playing the best basketball we've seen in wow. Yet, no one's talking about them. How many primetime games have they got? You see what I mean? So it's like, exactly. So it's like, excuse me if I don't get excited for this today. LeBron's ego, you almost got to drag him off the field. He's one of those guys. You got to drag him off the court. Other than that, he won't stop. It's all about ego right now. And as long as he's got that, he knows he's got everybody else. His ego won't allow him to step down. They don't, people say what they want, but yeah, they don't really want that, man. It's, what are you going to do? They don't really want it. And if they don't really want it, what could you really do to keep up with it? Trade Kawhi for LeBron. Have him come to the Clippers. That'll never happen, bro. Ty Lue don't want to deal with no LeBron. Don't you believe it? Yeah, because that's what they want you to believe. They want you to believe that guy is loved. Like, everybody loves LeBron. No, they don't. No, they do not. Got to make your way in a figure eight. Pick your own battles. No. That's like betting on the New York Giants. The time you don't bet on them, that's when they win. No player in the NBA has had more help than LeBron James. He's had the support of the league. He's had support of everybody damn near in professional sports. And he still finds a way to screw it all up. It's like he's trying to do it on purpose or something. It's like, dog, you gotta be trying to do this on purpose. You got the most help of anybody we've ever seen in life. But you find the way to screw it up every single time. That's a remarkable feat. Oh, I pray they're right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, you'll see when it's all said and done. You'll start to understand what's happening. Should you bet the Lakers today? Absolutely. Bet the Lakers today. The type of skid they own, bet the Lakers today. Matter of fact, I'm finna bet the Lakers right now. Yeah, that's a lot of points for them to cover. I don't give a damn. They gonna cover it. Bet the Lakers. Yeah, they need a game so they can have it home. They're gonna start running. Everybody gonna be like, the Lakers are back. Why would Orlando be favored? They don't have Franz, Paulo, and they favored over the Suns by 2.5. That kind of stuff is weird. That's really weird to me. You gotta be leery of stuff like that. Because if you're not, you're gonna be like, hey, what the hell just happened? And the picks go down and you're looking stupid. Oh yeah, don't forget to go to my Patreon, which is Carsino for Life. We got some very shocking information over there. Plus, I'm gonna be putting up my NFL picks right before it kicks off. So thank y'all for y'all time today. LeBron, please leave. We don't need you here. Shouts out to Kwame Brown, Bus Life, Ticket TV, Dreamers Pro, everybody out there. Deuces. Let's hope LeBron don't make the playoffs, and then let's see if this bum really retire. He ain't going nowhere.